Jen, you want to come do the live? Come on. You could do lives. Yeah.
I totally could do lives.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm guessing
I think we should
I
do...
have a lot of this missing.
Oh, that was just used for kits. For this.
I wonder if it just didn't get pulled.
Maybe not yet.
Okay.
Ask Emily. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Ooh. Barbecue line at HEB. That sounds nice. Hi, Miss Mary, Marla, Kathy. Kathy, I was just in Gerald. Moseyed my way down to Georgetown to do the live with you guys. Michelle, she's such a dedicated mom. She is driving 2 hours to Michael's lacrosse game, and it's just varsity tonight, and he plays some for varsity. It's kind of depends on who they're playing, but she's driving 2 hours to go watch his team play, and hopefully he gets to play a decent amount. He plays some at least. It just kind of depends on how much he plays for varsity. It is quiet up in Gerald, but man, it was windy today. So the way my house is, it faces kind of like some farmland. And when it's windy, oh my gosh, it's windy. And I feel like my whole house is just gonna blow over. It's kind of scary. And Angel, my dog, she does not like the wind because if you open the door, like if you open 2 doors and the draft slams one shut, oh my goodness. She finds a corner and she just doesn't like the wind. Honestly, she's really a wuss about a lot of things, but she doesn't like doors closing. She doesn't like doors. So, wind is not her friend. Hello, everybody. It says we're on the app. Okay, Facebook is connected. That's good. Lots of people in the app. I love that. The app is so much easier to shop from, in my opinion. So if you're watching from Facebook and you don't have the app, go ahead and download the Poppy Quilt and Sew app, and then you can sign into the app through your Facebook, so then it's the same profile, but it makes shopping a lot easier, in my opinion. Hi, you want to come do the live? Brenda has sported a different bow like every day. It's so cute.
Today's vegetables.
She's vegetable-y today. It matches your outfit nicely.
Yeah. See how that works?
She's so cute.
I'm showing people the fabric.
If you come in early enough every day that Brenda works, you can pick her bow for the day.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be fun. We could put some weird stuff on her.
That's not fair.
All right. Everybody is joining. Hey, Jen, would you mind grabbing me a bingo card?
I can do that.
So a few reminders. If you're new to us and you're shopping, go ahead and comment register. A little pop-up will come up and you can create a profile with us. We have a flat rate $9.99 shipping unless you get over 100, and then your shipping is free. If you buy on the live, but you also want to shop on the website, go ahead and do that. It is 2 separate platforms, but if you get charged shipping in both, we'll credit it back. Just make a little note, hey, I made a live order as well. We'll credit you the shipping back. If both of your orders end up over 100, then we'll credit you 2 shippings back. Does that make sense? We'll get your credit back. Just make notes. We try to catch it as we can, but we're human and we do miss things. I did want to say, so we are a sewing social shop. It's an exclusive program that has started. We're 9 days into it. If you purchased a block from Be So Creative, go hop over to her Facebook. She did a little live video last night. They just made an oops error on one of the blocks that they were cutting. They're fixing it because that's Marsha and she's amazing. They're fixing it, but if you have your block and you're trying to work on it and it's not coming out quite right, that's why. So just expect something in the mail from her again. Did we buy the new Symposium fabric? Oh my goodness, yes. So what happens is Michelle goes to Symposium without me, and usually we do the ordering together, and I kind of wrangle her back in so she doesn't buy too much. Well, I don't get to go to Symposium, so she did the ordering by herself. So we have a lot of the Karen Montgomery, Jason Yenter Symposium fabric coming later this year. I think it's like June or July that it comes. There's 3 different colorways. It's all really beautiful, and we have way too much of it coming. So And then we are playing Poppy Bingo this month. So we have bingo cards. If you don't have your bingo card yet and you're local, come pick one up. If you're not local, you can download it from the file section of the Poppy Quilt community, or we posted it last week. You can download it from that link as well. If you're having trouble finding either of those, email us. I'll email you one that you can download. If you're not local, you're going to keep track of it yourself and then email us when you have bingo. If you're local, you're going to hold on to your card, and every time you shop, we're going to stamp you different things. So Poppy Bingo, if you just have to get bingo one time, and you're going to get $20 in Poppy Cash for May. If you decide to black out the whole thing, you'll still get the $20, but you'll also get entered to win $100 Poppy Cash. And your chances are usually pretty good on the blackout. I do know of one person that's pretty close to blackout, so that's exciting. We promised to buy the Symposium fabric. I hope so, because she ordered a lot of it. She has some really cool kit ideas for it and stuff too, so we'll have some stuff for you to work on with it, but then we'll also just have the yardage, because who doesn't just want all of the yardage of it, you know? What are you going to make with it? Who knows, but you'll have the yardage. Just kidding. Okay, let's get started. So we are going to start with some end of bolts. So skinny bolts from the floor. The last of some of these. We are going to start with strapping. So this is hopefully y'all can see it. Let me see if you can see it. It's showing on my screen, but let me know if you don't see the bubble. Sold 100. It's strapping. It's 1 inch for bags and stuff. Oh my goodness. If you're a Tula fan, did you guys see her new collection for this fall? It's called Gray Work. It's kind of like it's like the follow-up to Line Work, which was black and white a couple years ago. It's grays, and it is gorgeous. And some of the animals have like rainbow cool things around them. It's really pretty. Go onto Tula's Facebook and go look at that. No bubble on the app. Okay, let me fix that. I got y'all. Strapping. Okay, so anyway, this is great for bag making. 1 inch strapping, 2-yard piece of it at a discount. It was the end of that roll. Also good for bag making. The bubble's coming. Soft and stable by the yard. So by the yard, I think it's like 50 inches wide, 58, 50, somewhere between 50 and 60, don't quote me on that. But this is a 3/4 of a yard piece, so 24, 9, 18, 27 inches by the width of the fabric, soft and stable. So, I mean, most bags, I feel like this would be good for most bags, but even if it wasn't, you could use it for like little zipper bags. If it doesn't work for a really big bag, it would work for a smaller bag. Terry said between the Tula and the Symposium fabric collections this year, she'll be eating at soup kitchens. At least you'll have pretty fabrics. That's really funny. All right, we've got some Sacre Bleu. This is French General. It's brand new, so this is the end of the bolt of a brand new fabric. It is 1 3/4 yards. French General, the latest blues and creams. This is one of the prettier French General lines I've seen. But I'm a big blue person, so I love it. Then we have Strawberry Jam. This is the cutest collection. This whole collection is really cute, but this one, I'll show you the little snails have strawberries on their backs. There's mushrooms in there, snails, strawberries. It's a much smaller print. This one is, so you could really use it for anything. This is a 1 3/8 piece. It's very pretty. It's a little bit more muted of colors, but they're still they still pop out. They're pretty. Why does it say? Okay, we're good. This is 108. This is a wide back. 1 1/4 yard piece by 108 inches. So 3645 by 108. A nice purple. You could cut it up and use it in a quilt. Doesn't need to be a wide back. Wide backs are good for that. If you need a lot of background fabric, get a wide back and then just cut that up, because the price per like square inch of it is a little bit more cost effective, and sometimes on those backgrounds you need a lot of fabric. Not that you shouldn't buy other fabrics too, you know, the grunges and our blender room is amazing. So there's lots of options. We have some cuddle on this nice hot, almost 90-degree April 9th day. It was like 50 the other day and now it's like 90. I don't understand. So this is a luxe hide. So cuddle is minky, but it's Shannon Fabrics. So Shannon Fabrics is the best of the best. This one they call hide. So luxe cuddle means that it has some sort of a pile to it. The hide is the way that it's printed on with the luxe. So it's kind of see how you see like the lines? So all of the hides look like that. All of the luxes have some sort of a pile to them. There's some of our favorites are hide, glacier, Vienna. Yeah, that's the ones I can name. Anyway, this is 3/4 of a yard of lime. Then we have C3. So the C3 solids have the smallest pile, so there's not much to them, but you still get that minky, nice soft feeling, and then they're solid. So this one is 5/8 of a yard by 90 inches. The C3 comes in 60 inches wide or 90 inches wide. So C3 90 is this one, and it's 5/8 of a yard, royal blue. Then you have C3 90, also 90 inches wide, a yard and 7/8. That is a good chunk in navy. That is a great chunk of minky. And in a really good neutral color. A yard and 7/8. Hey Mom, look how I'm folding them back together. I need to teach you that. And then we have C390 Jewel. This is one of our favorite purples. It's not a super bright purple. It's got a little bit softer of a purple, and it just is really pretty. This one and amethyst are really nice. So Jewel, a yard and a half by 90 inches. This one is regular width. So this is 60 inches wide. It's a 2-yard piece. So that means this is 60 by 72, which is a great throw size for a backing. You know, you're not going to change her. I know, I've tried, Kathy. She can't be changed. She will continue to make a mess of the live. This one is blush, a really nice soft pink, 60 by 72 inches. Really great for any throw size quilt. Of course, I'm about to knock over the whole pile of cuddle. Put this. Perfect. Okay, so we have some new things. We have had, one of these we've had for a little bit, and we can't keep it in stock because they're so stinking cute. And I think the ordering fairy was ordering more and found some other fun like versions of it. So they're hand crocheted tape measures. So the turtle you've probably seen before, and its little tail comes out of its butt for your measuring tape. But here are some new ones. So this is the, make sure I'm getting the right one. Floribunda, yeah. So you've got the flowers on the front. It comes in different flavors. And those flavors are pink, blue, purple, and teal. So teal has a little more green to it. Blue, more of like a sky blue. And then you've got the pink and the purple. And it's a tape measure. And then the middle just pops it back in. Cute. Floribunda. So if you're on the app, you just have to press the bubble and then pick which color you want. If you're on Facebook, you'll comment sold 110 and then whichever color you want. Pink, blue, purple, or teal. Then we have the flying fish in green. Let me click it. Green, pink, and I'm going to say this is blue, but let's make sure. Blue. Pink, green, and blue. And look at how cute they are. And they've got the little fin, but then right behind the fin, they've got their little tail, and it comes out as a little tape measure. You've got centimeters and inches. And it's really long. It goes to 60 inches. It's pretty good. So cute. Okay, the little fishies are gonna go away. Then you have fluttering butterflies. Oops. Here's the butterflies. So you've got green, pink, and yellow. This is almost a little coral because like this was pink. This is a little bit more coral, but we're calling it pink, not to be confused. So pink with a purple butterfly, same tape measure. You've got the yellow with a blue butterfly. And then you've got the green with the pink butterfly. These would make really cute gifts, like if you're going on retreats or you're traveling with some friends and you want to do like a little gift basket or a little gift or something. These would be perfect. And then the infamous turtles. The turtles come in blue, green, and pink. And I'm sorry, but these are still the cutest ones. Although the fish are pretty close. The fish is super cute. He's cute. The turtle's the best one. And his little tail comes out. Okay, and then as most of you know, it is the purple bag special. If you're a purple bag holder, is pre-cuts this month. 24% off pre-cuts if you're a purple bag holder. If you hold a purple bag, you know what to do. If you don't hold a purple bag, all of the pre-cuts on this live are discounted for you for tonight only. But because pre-cuts are being shown, we have some new patterns that are pre-cut friendly. So we have jelly squares. This is charm pack friendly. So you can do a table runner with 1 charm pack, a baby quilt with 2 charm packs. If you want to make a throw quilt, you can use a jelly roll, a layer cake, or 4 charm packs. And it makes it kind of scrappy and fun, but it'll showcase a whole collection really well. And then you just have some background in there to kind of offset it. Jelly squares. And then we have Skybound. Ooh, that's really pretty. Some flying geese in there. Who doesn't love flying geese? This is fat quarter friendly. So depending on if you want to make a baby or a runner, a small throw, or a large throw, you will want fat quarters and then backgrounds. So another way to really accent a collection. Pre-cuts are so nice because you can get a little bit of a whole collection and then figure out what to do with it. And there's a million pre-cut patterns out there that you can pick. Then we have Not Your Typical Jelly Roll. So we got this book in, I would say a week or 2 ago. I think it's like really new. But Michelle and I were sitting with a rep the other day and she goes, "Oh, I love that book. Can we order it?" And I was like, "We can, but we already have it." She had no idea. So Not Your Typical Jelly Roll Quilts. It's a whole pattern book. It has 14 patterns in it. Has a Bernina. It talks about, ooh, that's a great, just buy this book for this. When you have jelly rolls and the edges are pinked, you can measure your jelly roll strip and see, is your 2.5 inches from peak to peak or from valley to valley. So that talks about that. But then you have some, oh my goodness, look at the whale. How cute is that? You've got a whale pattern. You've got kitty cats. Ooh, I like this one. Where's the picture of that? This one is called Step Dance. I don't want to like show too much of the pattern, but like, see it? Okay. I don't want to give it too much away. 5-star experience. Ooh, I like this one. Look at this one. Ooh. Look at the ladybugs. Lucky medallion. There's, well, that doesn't really show it very well. Look at this. Look at the ladybugs. Cute. Okay, so 14 patterns in that. Not Your Typical Jelly Roll Quilt. And then we have a couple notions, some different notions. So we had some bag stuff at the beginning, the soft and stable and the strapping. So let's show you some bag notions. So we have some chain strap connectors. So this would accent a bag really well. You can, I just want to like be able to show it a little bit. You can connect them to straps and then to your bag and have a little bit of an accented little nickel connection between there just to add a little something to it. So that's sold $117. And then we have some faux leather purse handles. So these come in a couple different colors. There is black, dark brown, and red. So you've got black, and they are snap-on. So I think you can see that. They just snap onto the bag, and then they're really nice leather handles. So if you're making a purse and you don't want to make the straps, you've got some faux leather purse handles. You've got black, red, and then dark brown. Hopefully you can see that okay. The dark brown's pretty. Ooh. All right, Miori tote bags. So, do you travel and have to carry a bunch of stuff everywhere? Whether it's sewing related or maybe you're just going to your kid's lacrosse game that's 2 hours away. These Miori tote bags are really nice. They fold up into nothing. We're gonna take it out of the bag. They fold up into nothing. So you can store it away, it's good to go. You could even use this in your sewing room for like a project you're currently working on. Open it up, put the project in there, keep it safe, pull it back out, because who doesn't need more storage in their sewing room? And then when you fold it out, it's a big box. You've got a strong base on the bottom. Does that come out? No. There's a base on the bottom that you put down. And then there's pockets. So there's a nice little mesh pocket here. You see that? Kind of. And then a zipper pocket here. And this would fit perfectly in like your passenger seat if you just wanted to have it in your car and like you could put your Poppy orders into it, come to Poppy's, shop, and then when you go out to your car, you have something to put it into. So those are available in black and in Dream Rose. So here's the Dream Rose. It has a gray accent to it, and it's a nice, pretty, dusty pink. And it's the same exact bag. You've got the mesh pocket and the zipper pocket, and then the hard base. It's a nice, sturdy bag. This, I mean, this isn't flimsy. This is like hard. So it stands up really nicely. Miori tote bags. Miori makes a lot of cool little like organizational bags and stuff. We really like their stuff. Okay. We have a floral section because the flowers are blooming in Texas. Depending on where you're at in Texas. If you got snowed on last week, it might not be blooming, but there's a lot of wildflowers out here. And it's weird, like when I was driving in, I was like, I was sweating because my car was hot. I couldn't get it to cool off. And it's like 90 degrees. And everything is just green, and then there's flowers popping up everywhere, and like it looks like it should be 70 degrees out, and it is 90, and it is hot. Anyway, we have a little floral section. So we have the brand new Robin Pickens collection, and Brenda showed up Monday morning with her little runner already made up. So she made this in a day because she worked Saturday, and then she was back Monday. So she spent Sunday making this runner. And we have it in 2 different colorways. It's called the Centerpiece Table Runner. And it's using Robin Pickens' brand new line, Super Bloom. So the fabric that's on the outside border is actually, it's an ombre fabric. I wish I had the whole roll. We have it on a roll. It's 44 inches or 40 to 44 inches wide, but we put it on a roll so you can see the full effect of it. It's really pretty. So this is the pastel colorway. So you go from like, here's the ombre. It's like the blues, purples, reds, oranges, pinks, yellows. And then on the other side, she reversed it to go blues, purples, that way. You could do it however you wanted. But then the inside of it is the cutest little blocks with all of the rest of the fabric from the line. You've got the really cute, the thatched dotted that they should really make a basic so that we can order it all the time. You've got, oh, look at that cute flower. Look at the little pieces. They're like little half square triangles. They're so cute. And then these just look like they're snowballed. Great little frames. Okay, anyway, so pastel and jewel. Jewel's the other color. So you'll do, oh look, Emily has a delivery. Thanks. You have the jewel one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How did you just carry that? Okay, this is the roll. Oh my goodness. So this is regular width fabric. It's 100% cotton. Instead of it being on a short bolt where we put it on the cutting table and unwrap it, it's on a roll so that you can see the full effect. I'm going to try and lift it up. So watch carefully and quickly because it's going to go away really fast. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Would you like me to just stick my arms in?
Yeah. Okay, here's the jewel. You see the ombre effect to it? And it has a darker background, and the flowers are a little bit more vibrant. Thank you.
You want me to do the same with that one?
No, that's okay. We saw it on the runner. The pastel is just like that, but you guys saw it on the runner. So, you want it back? Here, come and get it.
Let's try.
Oh, it's just like slippery too. Got it? Okay. Oh, y'all need to buy yardage of that stuff so that the rolls get smaller so they're easier to manage. Please. Okay, jewel and pastel. So there's two different kits. The biggest difference is that border fabric on the runner, your outside border fabric. You're getting a charm pack in it, and then the binding is going to match that border. So the binding on this, the pastel, is this really pretty stripe. The jewel is this other really pretty stripe. Okay. I did not eat my Wheaties today, apparently. I don't know what happened. We also have that full collection. We have another kit from it. We have pre-cuts. We have so much Robin Pickens in the house right now. So you would want to go to our main website and to see all of the Super Bloom collection. This is our last kit. It is called Poppy Dreams Quilt Kit. And you've got some really big focal squares, so it's going to go together really quick. You're just going to be adding in the stripes in between to kind of like shadow box the fabrics and then do your strips across. But it's got poppies. It's kind of like Van Gogh. It has some like starry night type of things, so it's Poppy Dreams. But this is our last one. Last call to get your hands on it. This quilt behind me. Do you guys like this quilt behind me? Because people have really loved it. So the background is just a jelly roll. You just sew your strips together, kind of like a jelly roll race quilt. And then you applique the flowers, the poppies, onto the background. Well, we used Hot Fix, so we didn't even stitch around the poppies. We just fused them onto the background, and then it was done. If you don't use Hot Fix, you would have to stitch around all of your applique pieces, and it would be really pretty, but it wouldn't be as much fun, and it wouldn't be as quick. You know, why wouldn't you use Hot Fix? I don't know. Anyway, we ran out of the kits for a hot second, but we have them back in stock. So this is the full quilt, and you get the 2.5-inch strips, and then the colors, the fabrics you need for the flowers. If you want Hot Fix and you don't already have Hot Fix, I believe it was 1.5 yards of Hot Fix that you would want to complete this project. Okay, now we're gonna get a little patriotic. So in the fabric world, for you to have your 4th of July projects done by July, you've got to get your fabric done. Buy your fabric now so you can work on your projects. For you to get Christmas done by Christmas, the Christmas fabrics come like May or June. So everything's like a few months ahead. So right now we're getting all of our patriotic, and Michelle loves patriotic, so we have a lot of really pretty stuff coming. So first off, we have the whole Star Spangled collection. This is from Moda, and it is, oh no, I'm losing things. This kit doesn't fit right there very nicely. One second. Okay. This is by, April Rosenthal. It is true red, white, and blue. I hope Peggy's watching. I haven't seen her. Peggy will love this. So this is a fat quarter bundle. You're getting 26 fat quarters, so one print from the collection. One of every print from the collection. Yeah. And you've got your dark blues. You've got there is some florals in there. If you want it to be a little bit more masculine, you could take the florals out. But there's some stars. There is little baby stars. Look at the little baby stars. There is other stars. There's like a plaid and some stripes. You want to come? No? Okay. My little audience. Every once in a while somebody will pop in. You're doing great. You're doing great. Thanks. I needed the motivation. Anyway, okay. That's the fat quarter bundle of the collection. Then you have the mini charms. This would make a really cute Mondo bag for you to sport through the summer. So to do the Mondo bag, you need 5 mini charms. They're 2.5-inch squares. Then we have the 5-inch squares. Or you could get the 5-inch squares and cut them, but why would you do that when they're already pre-cut for you? By the way, these are all discounted 24% off today only because it's the purple bag special. So even if you're not a purple bag holder, you're going to go ahead and get that discount right now. Hopefully y'all are seeing the 5-inch squares. It says you're seeing both. That's weird. And then tomorrow morning when Emily comes in, she will put them back to regular price. So this is your chance to get them at a discount if you're not a purple bag holder. If you are a purple bag holder, you can buy tonight because they're discounted for you. So you got the 5-inch squares of the collection. There's pre-cut dust everywhere. 10-inch squares. We roll them so that you can really see all of the pretty colors in the collection. And that's April Rosenthal, designer for Moda Fabrics. We've got the 2.5-inch strips. And we have a kit. So we have the Star Spangled quilt kit, and Moda always puts their kits in a really nice box. So you can keep it in the box until you're ready to make it, but then when you make the quilt, you might be able to fit the quilt top in it. But you could use it for other things too. They're just really nice project boxes. So I'm going to open it up a little bit. Ooh. So this is the Star Spangled quilt. It's like the stars are like peeking out. And so you're making half a star and then doing like a half square triangle type of thing. I wonder if you make a full star and then you make a half square triangle with it. And so you're not having to do as much work. Oh. And then it has charm packs and all of the fabric yardage that you need. And does it come with this is the background. Oh, wow, that's really pretty. It's kind of like a denim. It has a little more to it than just like a solid fabric. I don't want to open that. That's the background of the quilt. That's really pretty. Kim, we are having a bag class soon. So we're actually getting, we were meeting with our rep the other day. We're going to get a Sally Tomato like trunk show thing. And then with that kind of kick off our bags because we're missing bags too. We haven't had bag stuff in a while. So if you're a bag lover, let us know. If you just keep an eye out, and we're going to be adding some different bag classes and have some different bag kits and all things bags. All things bags. We do have the yardage coming of this collection as well. Okay, so then, ooh, this is really cool. This is the Patriot panel. This would be really cool as just like a wall hanging or like a feature just get a quilt pattern that just features the big panel. And look at this. Can you see it all? It's the flag, but then you have this gorgeous eagle in the middle of it. Patriot panel. That's really pretty. That will not stick around for long. Oh, and it's Dan Morris. I love Dan Morris. Dan Morris is a QT Fabrics designer. Then we have a collection from, I'm telling you, there's so much patriotic stuff here. We have Northcott's Eagle Pass collection, and it features some Stonehenge fabrics, which are always gorgeous. This is the Eagle Pass panel. Sorry, upside down. Eagle Pass panel. So you've got the rocky cliffs, the river, and then you've got the two eagles soaring. He's trying to catch a fish. But it's like Stonehenge colors. So if you just look at like this little section here, you can kind of see like that gradation in the colors of Stonehenge. Then the quilt kit uses that panel and the Stonehenge fabrics to create this. So I'm going to pull the pattern out very carefully. See, I'm still like my mother. I open up and tear things apart. I just put them back together, and she doesn't. That's the difference. She's not even watching. His reflection is on the water. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's really cool, Patty. Okay, so Patty commented his reflection is in the water. So the guy that's down here, if you look right there, you can see his reflection in the water. That's really cool that they were able to pull that off. So this pattern is by the Quilted Button, and they include a button in their pattern. There's no button needed for this pattern, don't worry. But this is the whole quilt. So you get some of the focal fabrics down here from the collection. There's the eagles and then like the trees. But then you get the really gorgeous Stonehenge fabrics. This is all one piece. But those Stonehenge fabrics have so much texture to them that they can just be like a feature block in a quilt. And here's the fabrics one more time. And how cool is the packaging by Brenda to have the eagle on the back? Good job, Brenda. Good timing for walking over here. That's your compliment for the year. That's all you get. All right, close that back up. That quilt is 68 by 82, so a good, a little different than a twin size, but it's kind of a twin size, a big throw size. And then you could put some minky on the back of it, and it'd be a really great like couch throw quilt. Or you could hang it up on like a feature wall, like if you have a cool wall, that would be really pretty too. Very earthy blues, very pretty. All right, we have some Lori Holt in the house. So Lori Holt is known for her like smaller prints, but then kind of a little bit more on the vintage side of prints. This fat quarter bundle, it's the Americana fat quarter bundle. It's got a little more colors than just like plain red, white, and blue because that is Lori Holt. But it's going to have some different flowers. It's going to be more Americana. Let's see what the words say, like my country, sweet land of liberty. Lori Holt. So pretty. Okay, this is 52 fat quarters. That's a lot of fat quarters. A lot you can do with her fat quarters. So you could make a scrappy quilt with all of the different colors and stuff. You could just put it on your shelf. Or you could do like, use it in different projects. Like, when Peggy was here a couple weeks ago, she was looking at a fat quarter bundle of hers, and I was like, the prints are just so small. They work with so many different things. So it's kind of nice to just have, and then when you need a little something to jazz up a project or mix in with something else, then you have some really good options. That's what Lori Holt does, in my opinion. Okay, we have some bag charms, Lori Holt. So we have the Star Happy bag charm. That's from her Americana collection. And then the Flag Happy Charm. Cute little bag charms. And it has like the hook on there and everything for you. So it's ready to just put on there and use. We have a puzzle. Who doesn't love a puzzle? I actually wanted to do a puzzle the other day. My problem with puzzles is if I put it out like on my table, I can't do anything else except that puzzle. So I did one like a month or two ago, and it was really hard, a really hard one actually. And like I was obsessed with it. I would wake up and then I was late to work one morning because I was sitting there trying to like finish this one little section. I just get obsessive with it. So puzzles are bad for me, but I do love to do them. This is a Lori Holt. This is her Americana puzzle. Not a quilt kit, it is a puzzle. That's fun. Might have to do this puzzle. 500 pieces, 22 by 22. They're not small pieces. They probably go together pretty quick. What do you guys think? Should I just take off of work tomorrow and do a puzzle? I think I should. Last but not least, we do have, by the way, stick around. We do a weekly drawing on our Facebook page. If you have not already commented on the daily giveaway, comment giveaway post, go ahead and go comment because I haven't pulled it yet. I'll pull that after we get through this last thing. So last but not least, we have Sharpie bundles. Sharpie bundles are 5 1-yard cuts from a collection. I am going to show you a little snippet of the collection, and then when you order, we're going to cut you 5 assorted 1-yard cuts that you could use in a 5-yard quilt. You could use in a 3-yard quilt, and then you have a little bit left over for something else. You can order it twice, and as long as we have 10 in the collection, you'll get 10 different SKUs, 10 different fabrics. My words are starting to not work. It's kind of warm up here. I think they turned the AC off. These lights are bright, and it's nap time. Anyway, there's 2 collections that I'm going to show you. The first one is Cove. So this is Cove, a gorgeous earthy floral collection. This is this is just a little sneak peek of what the line looks like. You might get these exact ones, you might not, just depends. But it has some really gorgeous florals, blues, greens, a little bit of like brown to keep it earthy. So it's sold $136 Cove. The other option is Sweet Freedom, keeping up with the patriotic. This is a Riley Blake collection, red, white, and blue. You've got the flags, fireworks, some stars. So very Americana, patriotic, 4th of July, screams that red, white, and blue. Again, you'll get 5 1-yard cuts of this, or if you buy it twice, you'll get 10 1-yard cuts. If we have to repeat, then we pick some good ones to repeat. We don't do anything bad. We don't have bad fabric here. Okay, so I'm going to pull for the daily giveaway. You do have to be present to win, and you have to have commented on that post for it to pull your name. So we are just going to continue. Poppy Quilt and Sew. And, oh, okay. I'm going to load the comments. So every week we have something posted the morning of the Wednesday live, and you can go comment on it. Helps our algorithms. But then we do a drawing from it. You have to be present on the live to win $10 in credit and have commented on that post to get your name entered. Next Wednesday, Michelle will be back. You guys don't have to listen to me. The live is still at 4 o'clock on Wednesday, but it's part of the Quilt Sociational live. Melanie Cummings, are you on? Melanie Cummings. Comment if you're still on so that I can get you that credit. I'll give her a little bit to answer. She's going to be featuring next week Scrappy. I think she said scraps. She texted it to me earlier. So it was like scrap. I know she was looking for scrap patterns. So things to do with your scraps. Maybe we'll have some of Mickey's scrap bags on there. Melanie's on. Okay, Melanie, you won $10 credit. So I'll get that put onto your account. That's just an example for the bundle. So the Sharpie bundle is 5 1-yard cuts from that collection. So this just shows you a sneak peek of the collection. You might get these 3 exact ones, you might not. We pick 5 of them from the collection. So you're gonna get something patriotic, of course, with this one, because the whole collection is patriotic. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so, and maybe she'll feature scrap bags. We had to rename our scrap bags because Michael was working on Sunday and I said, hey, I need you to make more scrap bags. And he goes, oh, I already made some. I only do it at the beginning of the day. I can't do them now. And I was like, no, I need you to make more. He said, only if you will rename them to Mickey's scrap bags. So I said, no, I need you to make scrap bags. I called Mom and said, Mom, you have to make Michael do scrap bags. So she did. And now they're named Mickey scrap bags. So I kind of won. I got my scrap bags made, but he also won because now they're called Mickey scrap bags. So she'll probably feature those next week in some different scrap, some scrappy stash busting projects and stuff with the Quilt Associational group. So y'all see her next week. I'm going to go. Thank you guys for joining, everybody that hopped on, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.